To Afghanistan now, crowds at Kabul's international airport have dissipated just hours after thousands scrambled onto the runway, desperately trying to escape the Taliban. Thousands seen flooding the airport runway, some even hanging off of planes, as many countries move to evacuate their citizens from the capital. The airport is now open, planes taking off and landing after being halted yesterday. U.S. President Joe Biden says he does not regret pulling American forces from the country.
The truth is, this did unfold more quickly than we had anticipated. Afghanistan political leaders gave up and fled the country. The Afghan military collapsed. American troops cannot and should not be fighting in a war and dying in a war that Afghan forces are not willing to fight for themselves.
And this comes as a general amnesty announced by the Taliban official for those in Afghanistan. And they are also urging women to join the country's new government. Now, with all of this, we are seeing the pictures come in, the crowds, the panic in Afghanistan. But what's it like actually experiencing it firsthand? Now, this video here captured by someone in the city of Herat and sent to their relative in Canada. This is a new reality for many who live there, families fearing for their safety. And for some more personal insight into what is happening, we are joined by Tayiba Nash. She's the president of the Afghan Social-Cultural Association and is in communication with her family who is in Afghanistan. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Tayiba, if you can walk us through where you are right now and the communication that you are having with your friends and family that are in Afghanistan. Where are they right now, both physically and emotionally?
Right now I'm in Alberta, but my family, most of them are in Herat city. I have some nieces and nephews in Kabul city as well.
And Tayiba, have you been in contact with them? Have they, obviously we're showing some of the video that they had sent you. What have they been telling you?
They're fighting in Herat. There's no more fighting, gunfire, but there is lots of oppressions, like women and girls are not allowed to get out of the house without the male relative, and the schools are closed. And the women who were working as teachers, as NGO workers, as government workers, they're all sitting home and they're doing nothing. So that's what's happening right now in Herat.
The video that we are showing here, thank you for sending this to us, and this is from your family. Are they fearful right now?
Of course, everybody's fear for their lives, and that's why, they're hiding. Some of my relatives are hiding in the villages and remote areas. So I'm not in contact with some of them because there's no connection. But yes, they are really fearful.
Tayiba, you were in Afghanistan in 2000 when it was still under Taliban control. Can you give our viewers a sense of what you saw, what you experienced?
So I went there to visit my mother and my relatives. And of course, my mother was alive then. So I had to wear burqa every time I went out of the house with a mesh cloth to just see. I could just see outside from the burqa, but nobody could see me inside burqa. So, and I had to, whenever I went out, I had to be with a male relative to go out, and I couldn't take pictures or videos when I was outside of the house. We couldn't listen to any music even inside the house, or have readings or anything like that. So the schools were all closed. Universities for girls were closed, and women were all staying home who were really well educated and could do so much in the country, but they were all just sitting home doing nothing.
Tayiba, I apologize, we are running out of time, but I want to leave our viewers with what they can do to help. Is there anything they can do?
Just right now, just pray for them, and we have a trend going on, hashtag sanction Pakistan, because Pakistan is really involved in this. So just to join that and, and pray, and you need a humanitarian assistance really badly in there.
We are thinking of your family and friends there, Tayiba. I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.